All right. 2016 knowledge. Let's see. Mr. Pereira, who is an investor in the stock market, invests 40,000. So he invests 40,000. Invested amount is 40,000 to buy shares at the price of 80 rupees per share. So price of one share 80. So if you have the invested amount and also the price of a share, let me know how many shares does he has he bought? Exactly 500, right? You will have to divide the invested amount by the price of a share. So 40,000 divided by 80 rupees would be 500. So the answer for the first question is 500 shares. And they say about something about dividends. Dividends per share is 6 rupees. Right? Okay. Let's see. Roman number 2. Roman number 2, they're asking find the dividend income. Here is it. So dividend income is 6 rupees per share. He has 500 shares. That's 6 into 500, which gives us 3,000 rupees. 3,000 rupees. Pretty easy, right? So after 1 year, Mr. Pereira sells all shares and makes a capital gain of. Now his capital gain is given. Capital gain is given. They are asking for the selling price of one share. What could be it? What would be the selling price of a share? Yeah, I've received answers. Great. Like he sells shares at a higher price, definitely at a higher price, so that he gains the capital gain. So, like I said, we don't know the selling price, so I'll take it as X selling price for one share minus the buying price. The buying price is 80 rupees. How many shares does he buy? He buys exactly. He buys 500 shares. He buys 500 shares. So the capital gain, this is the capital gain, selling price minus buying price into the number of shares, that's 3,500. So I can easily simplify this like by dividing both sides by 500. I get x minus 80 is equal to 7. Sorry, 7, right? So x is equal to 80 plus 7, which is 87 rupees per share. So the selling price is 87 rupees. The price of a share is 87. Is that clear? Yes. I received almost all the answers are correct. Okay. So at last they talk something about compound interest. So the answer for the Roman number 3 would be 87 rupees. At last they say Mr. Pereira adds 3,500. Okay, the capital gain is already 3,500. He adds another 3,500 to the capital gain and the dividend income. So the dividend income we calculated 3,000. So what's the total amount he has now? What is the total amount? Yes, that's 10,000. He has 10,000 in hand. He deposits that 10,000 in a fixed deposit account. Give me a second. In a fixed deposit account, which pays an annual compound interest. That's a compound interest. Compound interest of 10%. So they ask the total amount. Can we use the short method or not? Can't we find the selling price of a share like adding the capital gain and then dividing it from the number of shares? Yeah, we can do that too. We can do it. You'll end up with the same answer, right? Right. So can we use this short method for the Roman number 4? They are asking the total amount. Yes, we can. We can. So what's the short method? They say at the end of 2 years, so he deposits 10,000. He deposits 10,000. At the end of 1 year, the percentage is 10, right? So at the end of 1 year, this is what he will have. At the end of the second year, we'll have this much of money. Let's see. Cancel these. So 11 times 11 is 121 and 2 zeros. 12,100 rupees would be in his bank account at the end of 2 years. Is this the answer you got? Is this clear? Yeah. Now clear. All okay, right? Are there any doubts regarding the Roman number 4? 12,100, exactly. So that's it for 2016 O levels. So let's be quick. Let's do the remaining questions together. Let's see the last year's question, 2021 O levels. That's from Shyamakat and then percentages. 2021. Like they talk something about a company. The price of a share is 50 rupees. Price of a share is 50 rupees. So this is 2021. Dividends per share 2.5 rupees. Aruna invested 60,000 rupees. How many shares did he buy? How to do that? Same like the previous question, right? He invested 60,000. One share is 50 rupees. So we get how much? 1,200 shares. Is this clear? 1,200 shares. Use the share to divide the total amount by the price of one share. Is it clear? Let me know. Yes, okay. Right. Let's see. Roman number 2. They say after receiving the dividends. So after receiving the dividends, let's see how much does he receive. He has this much of shares. So let me know quickly how much does he receive as total dividends. What's his total dividend income? Yes. The total dividend income is 3,000, right? So dividend income means number of shares into dividend per share. So this is dividend income. So it would be 3,000. Gives us 3,000 rupees. So the dividend income is 3,000. They say after receiving dividends, Aruna sells all shares at 55 rupees per share. So he sells all the shares. He has this much of shares. Let's see how much he receives by selling all those into 55,000. So 55 rupees into 1,200 shares. What would be the answer? Yes, that's 6,600, right? 5 times 12 is 60, 11 times 6 is 66,000. It will be 66,000. So this is the amount he has in hand. Is this clear up to this point? Like this is his dividend income, and this is the income he gains by selling all the shares. I hope it's clear. Yes. Okay. Good. So they ask, what's the total amount, right? They ask, how much does he obtain in total by dividends and by selling shares? So the answer would be 66,000 plus 3,000. That's 69,000. Is it clear? Yeah, we have to add the invested amount because, like, not the invested amount, like he invests and then he sells it. So this is the amount, not the previous one. The previous one he already may spend to buy shares. So we'll have to add this amount, the income. Yeah. Okay. And then Roman number 3, they say Aruna deposits the total amount he gets. So this is the total amount. He deposits this in a bank. See, in a bank. uh, for 1 year. For 1 year. So is this simple interest or compound interest? Just 1 year. So no matter what the interest is, yeah, we need to write the no, like for Roman number 2, let me make it clear. For Roman number 2, this is the income gained from dividends, right? He gains a dividend income and then he sells all the shares. He doesn't have money at hand. He just has the income and then he sells these. He has made 1,200 shares. Right? He sells these at 55 rupees per share. One share is 55 rupees. So he gets money by selling, which is 66,000. So you will have to add this 66,000 with this 3,000. Is that clear? Yeah. So no matter what the type of interest is in the third question, like that's only for 1 year. So doesn't matter if it's simple or compound. The same way we do it the same way, right? No matter it's simple or compound, right? Just for 1 year. Right. See, they don't even mention that it's simple or compound. That doesn't matter. Right. He deposits the total amount, so he deposits this amount and gets 3,450 as interest. They ask us for the interest rate, so we do not know the interest rate. So I'll let it be x, correct? 69,000 into x%. We do not know the interest rate, but we know the interest. That's 3,450. We can find the value of x by simplifying. Like we can divide both sides by 690. So we'll end up with x equals 3,450 over 690, right? So what would be the answer? Just calculate and see. Exactly. That's like there are 5 made. 5,690s in 345. You can try cancelling. So the answer would be 5%. The interest rate is 5%. Right. Is the 2021 question clear? Any doubts? No doubts. All clear. Good. Good. So we have 2 more questions remaining. Let's be quick and do 2018. 2018 is a pretty easy question. Like no hard calculations. That's pretty easy. See, try 2018. From where did 55? They say he sells at 55 rupees. In the question, they mentioned that 55. Right. So try the 2018 question. Like there's nothing to try. That's a pretty simple question with respect to this. Let's see. 28. Customs duty of 30% is charged when an electrical item is imported. If 9,000 rupees has to be paid as customs duty. So we do not know the amount, right? We don't know the amount of the item, the value of the item. So that simply let it be x, the value of the item into the duty percentage, 30 over 100, 30% is 9,000. Is this equation clear? Like we have to find the value of x, right? We have to find the value of the item. So we do not know the value of the item. So we just let it be x. And we can simplify. We'll get x to be 9,000 into 100 divided by 30. So 3. Answer would be 30,000 rupees, the value of the electrical item. Is that clear? It's very simple. Is this clear? Yes, good. Right. So In Roman number 2, not Roman number 2, in the B part, they say something about rates. The annual assessed value is 30,000. So they have a house, the annual assessed value is 30,000. B part. If the municipal council charges annual rates of 8%, so we can find the annual rates by multiplying this by 8%. But are they asking us the annual rate? No, they are asking us the quarterly rates. Okay, I'll explain this again. Let's finish this. Sorry. After finishing B1 and 2, I'll come back to it. So this is the annual rate. They are asking the quarterly rate. So how can we get the quarterly rate? This is the annual one. We have to divide by which number? Yes, we have to divide by 4. So let's do that here. We can divide by 4. Or else you will just can multiply by 1 over 4. The same thing, right? In order to find a quarterly value, you will have to divide by 4. So let's cancel 1, 2. 300 times 2 would be 600 rupees. This is the quarterly rate. Is this clear? Yes, good. So the third question, like the Roman number 2, see, after several years, so the Roman number 2 is connected with this, correct? Let's see. After several years, what do they say? The assessed value changed. Like the assessed value was 30,000, that changed. Now we do not know. It could be something higher than 30 or lower than 30,000. We do not know. Right. Let it be Y. We do not know the assessed value. The annual rate percentage also increased. So the annual rate percentage was 8% at first. Now it's 9%. So we do not know the value, but the annual rate is 9%. And they say if the amount to be paid as quarter, as rates for a quarter, increased by 30, what does that mean? Like how much did they pay for a quarter? They paid 600 rupees. Now they have to pay 30 rupees extra. So what would be the amount? Exactly 630. See, this is the annual assessed value. We do not know. Right? We know the rate, the annual rate. So in order to it to be a quarter, we'll have to divide it by 4. So the value of the quarterly rate has increased by 30. The value of the quarterly rate was 600. So if it's increased by 30, it's 630. Is this expression clear? Yeah, exactly. I've been receiving answers for the annual value. All those are correct. So let's simplify. We can easily get Y by taking all these terms to the other side. 630 into 100 into 4 divided by 9. So this would be just 9 and just 70. 7 times 4 is 28 and 3 zeros. The annual assessed value is 28 rupees. Sorry, 28,000 rupees. So is this clear? Yeah. Everyone has got the correct answer. I'm happy about that. Good. Right. So let me know. Just this is for general knowledge. Has the annual value increased or decreased? The annual value was 30,000. Now it's 28,000. It's decreased. Like that's something which happens generally, right? Not in Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, that's the other way. Values of land get increased. So, do you need me to repeat the first part? The A part? Okay. Let me repeat. Let's see. So, in the A part, they say when some item is bought, I do not know the value of the item. So, when an item is bought, 30% of tax is charged, 30% of custom duty. And they say when a certain item is bought, we do not know the value of the item, so I'll let it be X. Right? When X is bought, the item with value X is bought, the customs duty is 9,000. So we know the value of X into 30%, that is the value of the customs duty, right? This is 9,000. You can simplify this. you can simplify this and see x would be equal to 10 divided by 3. So here the value of the item would be 30,000. Is this clear now? Okay, great. Alright. So I guess we did two or three questions. We did three, right? So the last question for today's session would be the 2017 question. I'll give you 5 minutes to try it out and then let's do it together. 2017. Okay, I have received 5 answers. Seems like all those are correct. Let's see. Let's discuss 2017. That's like entirely from share market. Nahi? That's totally from share market. See, Varuna owned 100 shares. This question is about 2 companies. He owned 100 shares. Yes, at company A. At the beginning of the financial year, he sold 40 of these shares. So he had 100. He sold 40. Now he has 60 shares at hand. They ask us the amount of money he receives by selling these 40 shares. So that's simply the number of shares 40 into the price of a share. He sells these shares at 210 rupees. So the answer would be 8,400 rupees, right? He receives 8,400 rupees. And they say Varuna bought a certain number of shares from company B. No. So what happens is he invests this amount and he buys shares at 240 rupees from company B. So this like he has now 60 shares at A. He buys one share at 240 rupees from company B. So the total amount he invests is this. So let's see how many shares he can buy. He invests 8,400 and the price of one share is 240. So we'll have to simplify. Let's cancel this by 4. This by 4. That would be 21. So 21, 6. That is 35 shares, right? He has 35 shares at company B. He has 60 at company A. Is it understood up to this point? 35 shares. And they say dividends. Let's see dividends from both companies. Dividends. Company A gives dividends 15 rupees per share. And company B gives 18 rupees per share. So company B is like investing in company B is profitable, right? Okay, let's see. Find the total dividend income he received from companies A and B. The total dividend income. See, let me know the amount of shares he has in A and B respectively. How many shares does he have in A and how many shares does he have in B? Yes, he has 60 shares in A and 35 shares in B, right? He has 60 shares in A because he sold 40. So he has 60. 60 shares in A and 35 in B, right? Yes, 60 and 35. Now let's see the dividend. 60 shares at 15 rupees per share. This is for company A. Is that clear? The dividend income he receives from company A. And the dividend income he receives from B is 35 times 18. This is from B. I hope this is clear. They are asking us for the total dividend income, right? So this is from company A and this is from company B. Let's calculate. So this is something around 900. 900. So what would be the answer for 35 times 18? 35 times 18 is, see, 630. So the total dividend income is 1,530 rupees. Yes, exactly. 1,530. So see, we are almost done. There's a Roman number 4. Let's see. The Roman number 4 is find the additional dividend income he receives at the end of the financial year due to selling 40 shares and investing in B. Simply, they are asking how much does he get as profit. Like, for example, if he kept the 100 shares at A, like without selling these 40, if he kept 100 shares at A, how much would be received at the end of the year? A gives 15 rupees per share. If he has 100 shares, how much would he receive if he didn't sell? If didn't sell. Yes, he received 1500 rupees, right? A gives 15 rupees. If he had all 100 shares, he will have 1500 rupees. But how much does he have now? 1530 rupees. So what's the additional income? Is it a large amount? How much is it? The additional income is, yes, just 30 rupees, right? 30 rupees. See, by investing in B, also he gets 1530 rupees. So, but if he kept this money at A, he would have received 1500. So they are asking us for the additional income. So the additional income is simply taken by subtracting these two. So we receive 30 rupees as the additional income. They are asking the extra income. Sorry? Is this understood? Yes, good, great. So we have done percentages and share market questions from 2021 down to 2016. All these questions are covered. You can further try provincial papers and all. So there's no need to revise share market and percentages again if you are okay with these questions. So that's pretty enough. Let me know which lesson to do next in the group. Right? So let's end the session for today. Thank you for participating and God bless.